We have the Ken Hamlin, former Dallas Cowboys safety, and I must say, my fans know me. I'm a former safety. When I played football, I love the position.
Yes, sir.
And I vividly remember 2007 season when you were with us,
man.
the Pro Bowl season. When you got like 18 Pro Bowlers at that time,
it
man.
was a lot.
One of my favorite seasons of the Romo era. Just real quick, was that a fun season for the players at that time? 13-3.
Oh
yeah,
really
good.
I mean, you think about it. I mean, it still was experience-wise, it was a young team. But to have the success that we had, I mean, to win in certain situations that we won, to pull out certain games. I mean, I can remember a Buffalo game where we're down. I mean, Romo threw probably 5 picks. It was a lot going on.
Man, that game was crazy.
But to bring that back, I mean, so we won in so many different ways. Guys came together. We had pieces that we put together to make that team special. Of course, wish we could have went further, but I mean, I think that just shows that we were having the growth that we needed to have.
You got a chance to play with Ware kind of at the height of his career. What's it like playing with, I think, is a first ballot Hall of Famer? It didn't happen for him, but, you've played with Seattle with some great players, but you've also played in Dallas with Ware. What was it like playing with a guy like that?
Oh, no. I mean, I think about playing in Seattle with John Randall and then playing in Dallas with Ware, the type of intensity and just tenacity that he has to get to the quarterback, get to the ball. I mean, it made my job easier on the back end. I mean, to have a guy like that's going to be going after the quarterback play after play. Me and him stayed on the field at every play. So I got to see a lot of him out there, and we definitely had a good time on the field.
Yeah, it was a fun season. What's kind of the difference of playing in a city like Dallas or a team, I should say, organization like Dallas compared to Seattle and other teams?
Well, market-wise, whatever is different. I mean, that market in Seattle at the time especially was a smaller market. And then to go to Dallas and everything is like, big. Everything, the market is big. The media is big. Everything is big. So, I mean, I think that's just the exposure that you get was a lot bigger at that time coming to Dallas. Definitely, I mean, and then the fan base, even though Seattle's fan base is –
the 12.
They are crazy, and I love them, man, because they do a great job of supporting the team. It's a different type of vibe when you come to Dallas, and of course, with Jerry and how he does this whole Jerry world thing, it's a whole nother thing.
Oh, what's it like playing with Jerry, man?
Oh man, see, I've been knowing Jerry since I was in college, man. So
wow.
I went to Arkansas. He's alum from Arkansas. So, I mean, of course, seeing him and talking to him throughout that time as well as, playing in the league, whatever. I mean, it was already sort of built into when I came to Dallas what was going to happen.
So when you became a free agent, you was like, listen,
Dallas
is my eyes is on.
We had a couple of winks and nods, whatever, to each other. So yeah, we definitely were on the same page.
Yeah, you still keep up with the team a little bit?
I still keep up with the team. I still get back and I come to some of the games here and still try to be involved with different things, especially with alumni type stuff and everything. So I'm always back in Dallas.
Do you have any kind of thoughts on the upcoming season with the team? I don't know if you keep up with the personnel and whatnot, but defensively, you're a defensive guy, and they came off of a fantastic season, and Micah freaking Parsons is unbelievable.
He's a monster.
Kind of thoughts on him and defense?
Well, I think he definitely, with him coming back, you got other Lawrence coming back and being healthy and being able to play a full season. I mean, they have the talent. On paper, you look at them, you're like, they should be competing for something. Now you got to put it on the field.
Yeah.
And I think that they got to just get the right. They got to get the right mindset. There's still some young guys that even Parsons. I mean, he's coming into. He had an exceptional year. Second-year guy coming out. Now, what can he do on that sophomore year to really make it better? Secondary is going to be another question where they got to really step up and make plays. And of course, I mean, like I said with Ware, when you have a front that's doing what they do, it takes a lot of pressure off of the backfield. Yeah,
I feel like they just need to get that experience in the playoffs, and then maybe they'll have that ultimate success later on down the road. But, getting a guy like you and other players during that time that had that success in the playoffs, I think helped, and it paved the way right away in 07, man. I'll never forget that season.
No, definitely. I think that's one thing. You get guys who have had some experience, some veterans in there to sort of start. It's not all about verbal. It's sometimes where they just need to see the certain steps that they take, and guys can follow that step. I think that's something that needs to be implemented so that guys can know how they should be doing things, how they should actually, sort of critique their way of playing, their way of actually going about business.
Yeah, Brian McFadden, he had an interesting quote to me before. He said, you don't see two blind people walking across the street together because it's a cause for an accident,
Yes,
right?
indeed.
So you need somebody that's kind of been there, that's been experienced to show that young person the way. Even though a guy like Micah was amazing, he's still young, right?
Definitely.
So I think that veteran leadership is important. I always preach that.
Oh, definitely is. I mean, the offense is going to have to go through its things to get their stuff together defensively, but they have to make sure that they can get off the field, they can get off on third downs, and that's going to come with them actually taking this time right now in the offseason to see where they're at, see what type of correction they need to make, and go ahead and make those adjustments now so it's not something they got to deal with later on.
Indeed. Hey, I'm going to call you Stogie Ken today.
Hey, man.
Stogie Ken.
All day long. This is where I'm going to be. This is all day long. I launched my own cigar.
There we go.
This is my cigar, but I launched it a little less than 2 years ago, the Arrival. So that's the one thing to plug. There we go. This is the plug. So ArrivalCigars.com. This is my cigar, and definitely getting it out through all the different lounges and stuff. So I'm a little bit everywhere, making sure to plug it out.
I'm going to have to holler at you afterwards. I was telling my man Nick, I said, I'm trying to get into the cigar game.
Oh, yeah, man.
So we're going to have to see
it's a whole different lifestyle, man. Yes, indeed.
Hey, I appreciate your
No
time,
doubt.
Ken. You go have some fun. Give me a homer.
I mean, listen, I got to try to.
How about give me a hit?
Exactly. I got to try to swing so hard, but if it just actually make contact. We'll see what happens.
All right, brother.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you, dog.
Appreciate you.